It's Wolf, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I know this isn't my usual setting. I'm currently cat sitting at someone's house, but there's this giant panda bear, so I guess that counts as a stuffed animal. Wolf's shirt, of course. What do I have here? A cute dog. You know what? Let me show you one more dog. It's cause, I gotta spend about 2 weeks here, so got another dog. 2 cute dogs. Okay. So I brought my tripod because, I was like, I gotta stay consistent this year no matter what it takes, no matter what it takes. So I have to keep posting. The light was kind of yellow, so honestly I'm in the dark just with this ring light. So let's hope it's good enough because I don't know. But today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 10 Disney Channel shows and their rankings, okay? Now, the thing is, when I was growing up, I watched a lot of shows, and the only shows I'm ranking are from 2001 to 2011, okay? We're not going further than that, so practically mid-2000s, early 2010 stuff, right? We're gonna be talking about those shows. So all those shows will be posted here. These will be the top 10 that I'm ranking. Now, this is just my opinion. I'm sure everybody has their own opinions on what kind of shows they like and different kinds of, different views about what their top 10 is. But this is, for me, my personal top 10. Yeah, so let's do it. So, we're gonna have to go from worst to best for the little suspension here. Now on this list, I have to give the 10th spot to The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Now I know it's an oldie, it's a classic, that's the thing. It was a pretty old one and I didn't watch too many of the shows. I felt like it had no flow of what was going on. There was no storyline. The episodes were just very random, okay? What I liked about the show, I would say, is I liked London and Mr. Mosby. I think those two are icons and they made the show very funny. Now the other Sweet Life, okay, The Sweet Life on Deck, that one rates higher, so bear with me. But The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and the hotel, all that stuff, it was okay for me. Not my cup of tea. Number 9, Lizzie McGuire. So here's the thing about that show. There was the Bitmojis. I feel like she was the one who invented it. She was the first one to do that. Okay, so Snapchat and all that. I don't know, but I feel like people took some ideas or something. That was the original Bitmoji. And I really love the show. Very funny, very cool. Now, my problem with the show is that it's an old show. It's from 2001, okay? So that's really old. I don't even remember anything. I feel like I only watched the later on shows in the later years when it played back the reruns. I was never there for the OG showings of the show. I just watched it from, them reposting and stuff on Disney Channel. But for a show, it's a really good show. I just don't have a core memory of stuff in that show. So number 8, now I put Shake It Up. Here's the thing, okay? I think that show was cool. It was fun. The dances, beep, 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 my BFF. Yeah, that one, okay, I was grooving. I'm like, okay. I love the dances and stuff, but I'm not really a dancer, guys. I cannot move and groove like that. So that part of me, I was like, but it was really cool to watch. I love it. Very funny, I think. And it was a good show overall. So I'm going to give it number 8. Now, number 7. Now, this might be controversy to some people, okay? Because this one just wasn't that good for me. Okay, Wizards of Waverly Place is in the 7th spot. I never followed the storyline of what was going on. The Wizards, the Warlocks, I don't know. I mean, exactly, I don't even know many of the story. I remember watching that show a lot, but not really knowing what was going on and misplaced for me. I was just like, what's happening right now? I liked Harper and her fun outfits. That was really cool. I know Alex, then she did her magic, The mother was funny and the father too. Okay, I had to sneeze because there's cats around. I'm cat sitting, right? But I'm allergic to them, so I might have a little bit of rashes or something and gotta sneeze, There's a lot of allergens going on here. But yeah, the mother, the father, they were really funny, I think, in The Wizards of Waverly Place. So it was a good show, but just for me, it's not my top. It's not up there. I'm sorry. Number 6. So Phineas and Ferb, I would put number 6. Now I know it's a little weird. How is a cartoon on the same like level of these real shows? Yeah, I know, but it was one of the only shows that I could put in this list that I remember growing up with, watching enough. You know, there was a lot of old shows like in the 2000s to 2010, like Proud Family and Kim Possible. But honestly, I really don't remember any of those shows like at all. So I can't really put them in this list. These are all ones that I have watched, you know, practically from the beginning to the end for most of them. Phineas and Ferb, very funny. Candace, funny, okay. Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Perry, all so good. I love those parts. And like, I was always wondering what they were gonna do, like what they're gonna build. It's something new, something different. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. They're like building different things, you know, and how it played into Doofenshmirtz's, you know, things and how I'm like, I don't know. It was very good. I like the show, but as a cartoon, it's not one of the tops, you know. It's not, as a cartoon, it's just not like gonna be up there, unfortunately. Okay, like it was a great show, but would I tune in to watch it? Like, I mean, if it's on and I'm there and I can, yeah, but it's not like one I'm dropping everything for and I'm running for it. Nah. Okay, we are now in the top 5. Now, number 5, I have The Sweet Life on Deck. This one was really fun. Okay, I liked when they were on the ship. There was more character to it, you know? I felt like I could tell the different personalities of the twins. Like, they both had very opposite personalities, and it came out a lot more during that time. It was very prevalent for me as well. I remember watching this show much more than the first one, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, when they're in the hotel. On the ship, I remember watching a lot more. Miss Tutwiler, she was hella funny. She was so funny. I don't know about you guys, but she was funny. So is London, always a classic, you know. They added Woody and Marcus, I think, and, you know, they just added more characters to it. So I feel like it had more vibe, and I don't know, the ship was very funny. I liked it. I liked it more. Number 4. So my number 4 is gonna be Good Luck Charlie. I feel like that's a classic sit down. You want to watch a family show, very friendly, just very fun, like just funny and like good. Like, you know, it was a cool concept. She's making diaries, you know, for her little sister when she grows up. I thought Bob was funny, the mom was funny, like Miss Dabney, like there were a lot of funny characters. Ivy, she was so funny too, you know. Ivy, Emmett, funny. So I feel like I liked the storyline, like what she was doing and how they tied it into each episode. And I feel like it was a good family show. Unfortunately, it can't go to the top 3 because the top 3 are top notch for me, okay? And you'll hear why. Coming soon. Coming right now, actually. So number 3. My number 3 show is actually gonna be Austin and Ally. What? Some people did not like Austin and Ally. I know it's 2011 and we're pushing it because how is this from 2010? Nah. It's the only one on this list that's a little long, like it's 1 year later. But I loved Austin and Ally, okay? As somebody who likes to write their own music and stuff, I thought that was so cool. Ally Dawson, she would write her own music. She owned the store, or her father owned the store, but she was there. Like, I thought it was just like the setting for me. I'm just like so entertaining. I'm like, I want to write music. And she had her like journal that she won't want anybody to touch. Nobody touch her because she writes something. She was writing bangers, talked about how she got over her stage fright. Wow, like that's amazing. Like, I feel like it was so relatable. I love the side characters, Trish and Des. Des, iconic role of Des here, okay? Like, I feel like in a lot of Disney Channel shows, they make like dumb characters or less than, you know, smart characters. And the way he portrayed it was very like funny and just very natural at it, you know, like very good, not cringe. It's just, he was funny. I liked him. And then Trish, she was super funny. She'd be grabbing jobs left and right. Guess who worked out here? Guess who worked out there? Damn, girl, you working everywhere. I'm like, she was funny. And Austin Moon, he got the bangers, he got the voice, he can be dancing, he can sing it all. I love that show. I love music though, so it's in my top 3. So yeah, 3rd one, Austin and Ally. Now, ding ding ding, the top 2. What could it be? What could it be? Okay, so now we're between That's So Raven and Hannah Montana. Now, as I just stated, I love music a lot. But I'm telling you, this was a hard one. But I would say also not so hard because There's only one number one. What could it be? So, what was that? I saw a dust particle fly by. Okay, so number 2 is actually gonna be Hannah Montana. I love this storyline. I love how she was secret. Like, she had a secret alternate ego and everything, and I was like, what? How she have a different, like, alternate ego? Miley Stewart, right? And Hannah Montana. And, like, how they played into things. And I love, obviously, all the music. I loved her friendships, you know, with Lily, you know, and Oliver, and, you know, I just loved the whole thing. It was just a very good show. I really like it. Like, if that was playing at night, I'd be like, let me watch it, because I just like the storyline. It had a little hint of drama, right? Drama's a little good sometimes. Just to have it in these shows, they make it more entertaining, and like, what's going on? Like, oh my gosh, they're going to college, and like, one of them's going this way, one of them's going that way. Is she ever gonna reveal her identity? Or, like, is Amber and Ashley, the mean girls, like, is she gonna just show up Hannah Montana in their face? I mean, we all wish that would have happened, but it didn't happen. Unfortunately, if you ever watched, no, it did not happen. But she did come out eventually as Hannah Montana, and everybody saw it, and it was like, whoa. I also like that the father was involved too. Like, he was the real musician back in the day, you know? So I thought that was cool. Very good show. Very good show. And number 1. Ding, ding, ding. What could it be? Number 1, That's So Raven. Hands down, nothing else can compete. First of all, she had 3 like, the friend group, the whole friend group was so funny. Eddie, Chelsea, Raven, funny, top-notch, like, trio. And they all had their own, like, perks and stuff. But the thing that really makes this the number 1 show is the fact that Raven Baxter in the show, sorry. She's like an ideal actress. Like, she's just hands down funny no matter what she does. Natural, probably most funniest person ever to come from Disney Channel. Like, literally the funniest person from Disney Channel. Great actor. I mean, everything is just funny. Like, what she does, and she makes it funny, or she makes it herself, and I love her whole, like, character. I love the whole thing. That's why that one is number 1. Yeah, there's no music in. Even she had these visions and stuff. I was like, what? How she got vision? What's she looking at? Like, and then she tried to, like, fix it or stop it or whatever, and ended up, sometimes she'd be doing the vision different, you know? I thought it was a very funny show. There was some music. I mean, she, you know, she's from Cheetah Girls too, so she could sing. And I know there was that one episode where, do you carry a lunchbox and all that stuff. Funny, and there was some singing involved, right? So, I mean, I guess there's a little music, and when she woke up and she was like a pop star or something, and I don't know, the whole thing is, what a great show. Like, I would drop everything to watch that show growing up. I mean, it was one of the funniest ones ever. That's gonna be my top 10 rating of Disney Channel shows. I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know what your top 10 is of this list. If you think I'm going crazy for some of them, or you think it's pretty accurate, let me know, because I wonder what you guys think, thought, something like that. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Thanks for bearing with me with the ring light and the dark, you know, different setting and stuff. I will return back to my home abode, but for now, you know, just making do with what I got. This panda here, like, see, he's very friendly, you know, he's been chilling with me this whole video. Thank you, panda. Oh, I killed him. No, but I don't know what happened to him. Anyways, he's fine. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you again. See you guys. Let me get a dog here. Bye.